Sometimes transmissions can be sent between worlds.
Damn it, I said please! There were too many of them! Why is this happening?
Hi, I'm Kat.
Hi, Mike! And the break didn't help. I still feel and look like a piece of shit.
Good, so you quit next week. And I'm Jay.
Today we're doing Alan Wake, the new DLC, which is called
The writer.
The Writer.
Hallelujah, baby Jesus. 560 Microsoft points, and it's about
What?
Like $7?
$7.
That's pretty cheap.
How did you know that?
Because I'm a math whiz.
Well, the first one was cheap because it came with the code. And we've been talking about this on the show. I don't have the card here.
Why not?
Well, it was wet. Signal review got all wet.
Now hang on, let me get into this, bud. Is Alan Wake still good? Is it still getting you good?
It's still getting me good.
What's that sound?
It's Alan Wake. It's his sex machine. He's finished it.
Powering it up. Watch out, Jay.
This whole thing's gonna be a spoiler, so don't watch it. You shouldn't be watching this if you haven't even played Alan Wake, because this is DLC.
Yeah, but I'd like to point out that everything we give away on the show has been taken from the trailers that we use and have been publicly released before the games come out.
Except for this, Alan Wake, he dies in the end. Now that's a spoiler.
Does he really?
How about that? Now you're angry.
Are you sad that only it's sold nothing?
No, I didn't make the game. I don't think there's going to be a number 2. They canceled the PC version for this game, and this is the last DLC. Even though at the end they hint that there will be more Alan Wake, because he starts writing a book called Return of Alan Wake. In this DLC, again, all the characters are ghosts, just like the last DLC.
Just like my friends.
Just like your friendship. Alan Wake is completely self-aware that this is all in his head. He's making it all up. When you played the first one, it was completely obvious that Alan Wake was making it up, but Alan Wake himself is finally figuring this out. Except there's no dark spirit, there's no dark entity, it's just his imagination.
So what are you fighting?
He's fighting himself, and he finally realizes that. This is where things get interesting.
What's new in this?
In the last DLC, there were words that appeared.
Yeah.
You were able to use those to your advantage.
Exactly like that. It comes back again, the boom comes up, and there's like an awesome fireworks display at the beginning. You got the heavy-duty flashlight and the pump shotgun. Very close to the beginning. What's introduced is barrels of oil, and you can actually shoot them while they're rolling around and stuff. And the reason why they're rolling around is because Alan Wake realizes that this is his imagination. Everything's moving around the house at the beginning, and it just completely rotates. And you're like, what's going on? And
So it
gravity
seems
doesn't
like the
exist.
people who created this game slowly did more and more drugs.
Did Alan Wake when they're doing pot, and then they're doing shrooms for the signal, and for the writer they're doing DMT.
The story's dead. Where are they gonna go?
That's my issue. Now I gave the previous the Signal DLC a 9 out of 10 because it was free. It came with the if you bought the game new, you put in the code, you get it for free. This one you have to pay $7. It's 2 hours of gameplay, and yes, it's good gameplay, but
That's kind of overpriced.
because of that, I'm not going to give it as good as a score as I normally would give it.
Because of the price?
Because of the price. You should get this DLC for free, but they decided to charge.
What else does it lose marks for?
You know, the story's getting kind of old, and they don't wrap it up, really. There's more questions.
I hate that, man.
Zane is back to help you, and you're like, okay, well, who the hell is, how is Zane doing what he's doing? If this is Alan, where is he coming from? And, things just don't make sense.
I feel like you go cross-eyed trying to figure out the logic. I
Yeah.
feel like it's just an illogical game that you just need
Yes.
to enjoy the ride.
And I always gave Alan Wake the benefit of the doubt because I always knew that there's more chapters coming up, and they treat it the same way, like last time in Alan Wake. And I'm like, okay, well, because the story's not finished yet, I haven't played all the chapters, so maybe that's why it's confusing. No, it's still confusing. I still don't really know what's going on.
Why?
Why does it get points? Because it's actually better than the original Alan Wake, the gameplay.
I almost feel like those words that show up and you flash the light at
Yeah.
them, that should have been in the initial release.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think they messed up, and now they're like, oh my god.
So I give this DLC an 8.5 out of 10.
Do you think this is a purchase? Like, you either have to purchase it or not.
If you love Alan Wake, you love the Signal, you have to finish it off. Right? You can't just start something and not finish it off.
Well, you're not a woman,
Yeah. You can't just
if you know what I mean.
leave them high and dry.
You know what I mean? Just because they finished it.
Are you talking about sex?
Yep. Actual train. See?
Coming, Mom! Hi, I'm Kat.
And I'm Jay.
Doesn't die in
I know.
So now, if you want a real spoiler, he's dead.
Lose marks for being about rape?
No, it's not about rape. It's actually discovering your inner demons, sexuality, and fighting that. And fighting the urges that people face every day. Sexual urges.
And that's why you quit.
Yeah, I wanted it to feel good.
Okay. So, what? I don't even know what to say to that.
It made me feel good, and it did it right.
3 kilobytes.